Howdy, folks. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. It's SJ Poor here, sitting in a Little Face Brewing. Hope everybody's enjoying this Wednesday. It's beautiful here in Kentucky. It's gorgeous. So I decided to pop into a vintage beer. This is actually one of the Revolutions. So this is Revolution number 7. It's a brown ale. It was aged in the Revolution barrel. Now, I've not let this out or anything. This could be a huge okay, not bad. Not bad. I didn't know if it was going to be a bottle bomb or not. So, success. Look at the sweat. Sweat rolling. Let's see what this bad boy does. Pulled this out just because. You can hear my chiller in the background running. It's doing its job. I think tomorrow when I get home from work, after I mow the grass, because I need to mow. I was going to do it today, but I decided to just wallow instead when I got home. Apparently, I didn't decide that, but my life decided that, I guess. So, yeah, I just spent the last however long sitting on the back porch, staring into the yard. Anyway, so this is the brown ale, 7.8%. This is Revolution number 7. Oh, that'll bring a tear to your eye. Oh, it's a beautiful nose. It's held up well. It's held up real well. I'm actually surprised. Wouldn't want to hang on to this much longer. One of the things with homebrew is you need to, if you're going to hang on and cellar those beers, you have to take care of them properly. You want to keep them at a decent temperature, consistent, and high ABV. This was right on the threshold. I would say 7.8%. I'd like things being 8% or higher, when it comes to, aging your homebrew. But 7.8%, my calculator could have been off by 0.2% and put me right at that 8% line. Either way, this held up real nice. This is quite a few years old. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm getting that barrel and the whiskey. It's funny because it's Heaven Hill whiskey that was in that barrel initially when I got it. And seeing that this is number 7, I re-whiskeyed this barrel in between. Meaning it just sat with whiskey in it at some point. And then went in again with a brown ale. I did a brown ale twice in that barrel. So yeah, this held up real nice. I'm glad I opened this. As I started saying earlier, I'm going to keg up those the IPA that's in the fermenter behind me, chilling at 40 degrees. Yep, Fahrenheit. Get out of here. Probably tomorrow. And then I have water already in the system over here. That I was holding for when the bad weather came through in case we needed water. One good thing about being a home brewer is vessels. So I've got 30 gallons of water back here. Both of those kettles are full, 15-gallon kettles full to the top, just in case we needed it for whatever reason. We didn't need it, so I'm going to use it to clean the fermenter. And I got some mead that I'm going to be making. I haven't talked a bunch about the mead that I've got or the honey that I've got. But I've got a significant amount of honey, and I am going to make a significant amount of mead from that honey. And I should start that as well. That's not hard to do. So I want to get that going. I was talking with Mike Dean last night while we were watching Oak Island. And I think he and I are going to team up on a beer Friday. And I want to do a brew day with Mike. Virtually, of course, unless he shows up here. Either way is fine. But I want to get a brew day in. Possibly a Belgian. A nice big Belgian. He just did a Belgian blonde, I believe. And that sounds like a really good idea. I could put that in the small fermenter and just let it go for a while. And then keep the big fermenter open for my double batches of stuff that I want to have on all the time. Because I get that IPA I want to get on. So I'll probably do maybe another IPA. Not sure yet, but I'm thinking about if I do that IPA, I might do another one or a pale or something along that lines, and then I want to get Pilsner going, and then a lager. I got the system to do it, so I can just let those set. Most of the time I'm drinking by myself, so my beers last a while. I'm not brewing nearly as much as I used to, but I definitely want to get some Pilsners in, because I tell you, around here, the Pilsners are really good. Siglusher down in, if you followed me at all, you know that I'm a huge fan of Siglusher down over the hill. Their Pilsner is spot on. And I'm thinking about doing some different things this summer, taking the camera along to some of the local breweries. Maybe do a series called Beers in Bourbon Land. That's kind of a cool name, right? And use that as a, talk about some of the beers in the world of bourbon. Meaning, we live in the world of bourbon right now, land of bourbon. This is where bourbon is made, Kentucky bourbon. But there's also some pretty good beer around. Not as much as what we're used to from back east, but there's beer around, and I think those places need a little bit of love, so they can help compete. I'm sweating. It's May. I'm in shorts, t-shirt, and I'm sweating. So yeah, those are some updates of what I got going on. So this is drinking fantastic. It really is. And that'll do it for this week. Short and sweet, to the point. One take. Gotta love it. This is SJ Port, Little Face Brewing. Enjoy the fruits of your labor, folks. And brew beer. Brew wonderful beer. Cheers.